Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream, and I am going to do your Just for Today in a meditation for May the 19th. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Let's go ahead and get into that meditation. It's entitled Growth, a Growth Inventory, rather, okay? May 19th. And this is what it says. We review our past performance and our present behavior to see what we want to keep and what we want to discard. That comes from the basic text, page 29. As each day winds to a close, many of us reflect on the past 24 hours and consider how we can live differently in the future. That's step 10. It's easy for our thoughts to remain trapped in the mundane. Change the oil in the car, keep the living room clean, or empty the litter box. Sometimes it takes a special effort to jog our thinking out of the daily rut and onto a higher track. One simple question can put us on the high road. What do we think our higher power wants for us tomorrow? Maybe we need to improve our flagging conscious contact, rather, with the God of our understanding. Oh, I love this meditation. Perhaps we've been uncomfortable in our job or our relationship, holding on only out of fear. We might be hiding some troubling defect of character, afraid to share with our sponsor. The question is, in what parts of our lives do we really want to grow? As each day ends, we find it beneficial to take some moments to spend time with our higher power. We can begin to reflect on what will benefit our program of spiritual growth most in the coming day. We think about the areas in which we have grown recently and target areas that still require work. What more fitting way to end the day? Just for today, I will set aside some time at the end of the day to commune with my higher power. I will review the past day, meditating on what stands between me and my higher power's will for my life. That's a beautiful meditation. It seems like it has wrapped the step 10 and 11 together, which is very powerful. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the wee version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. I like that, a growth inventory. You know, when we talk about step 4, we don't call it a growth inventory, but in actuality, it sort of is. It's an opportunity for us to practice, if you will, a longer version of the 10th step, right? Because the 10th step is meant for us to take a daily inventory, right? Look at what we've done over the course of the day and figure out what we could have done different and what we're satisfied with. Um, and so, but when we look at step 4, we're doing the same thing, but over a longer period of time, our lives. So when you finish that step work and you're approaching having made direct amends and you get past that, and now you're in your step 10 and you're taking this daily inventory, right? there's not the weight of the past. There might be the weight of some of our character defects still coming up, and we thought we were rid of them, but we're not dealing with all of that past garbage in step 10. And as we go into practicing prayer and meditation, maintaining this conscious contact with our higher power, right? With the God of our understanding, asking for knowledge of his will and the power to carry that out. How fitting to end the day. How fitting. Because I've looked at what I've done over the course of the day. And I'm thinking about, okay, does that draw me closer to my higher power or push me further away? Does that draw me closer to the people that I have relationships with or push me further away? That simple question, what do we think our higher power wants for us tomorrow, is the most beautiful way to end the day because it can't help but be positive. If you have a loving and caring God, it's positive because it's looking forward into tomorrow with a more positive mindset. You've already looked at the day, you've analyzed it, and you know some of the things that you need to adjust. And with your higher power, you've sat there and you thought, okay, now really is that, I'm planning to do that, but is that God's will for me? Is it God's will for me to go to the mall with my girlfriends and blow my rent money? Is it? And we begin to think about things like, if it's not practical, it's not spiritual. Is it my higher power's will for me to go out tomorrow night to the casino with a group of recovering people? And it never ends well. We always end up in an argument at Denny's afterwards or wherever we're eating. Never ends well. No one wants to drive home. We end up having to figure out who's going to pay for the room, how we're going to pay for the room, who has a credit card with space on it, who has money because everyone has lost it. It never ends well. Or sometimes maybe it does, but the point is that through this step 10 and 11 work, at the end of the day, you can set the pace for tomorrow. And hopefully you did that last night. But if you didn't, you can always start today with taking a growth inventory, reviewing our past performance and our present behavior to see what we want to keep and what we want to discard. I hope that we will all have a beautiful day on purpose. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you, and I look forward to talking to you tomorrow.